Hello and welcome to a brand new season of the Relegation Specialist. And in the last episode, I said that I was adding a new rule to make the rest of the series harder. So, for the start of every new season from now on, the number of spots above 20th I finish in the previous season, I lose that number of games for the next season. At the end of the last episode, I finished 16th with Wolves. So the number of matches I skip after Christmas this season is 4. And if you look with the schedule, my current team, they have played 4 matches since Christmas in the Premier League. They drew at home to Everton 1-1. They lost 2-0 away to Arsenal. They beat Watford 3-1. Then they lost 2-1 away to Chelsea. But what is that team? That team being recently promoted Sunderland. And honestly, I've had a look around the squad and their star player is a free transfer, Iosi Perez, and I have genuinely no chance of staying up with this team. If you look at their league position, they're in 20th with 12 points with only 16 games to go. I've got a weaker side with them with Wolves, who are sitting still at 17th. They've flogged quite a few of the players, by the way. But yeah, 4 points adrift. Absolutely horrible goal difference. We've only won 3 matches so far in the league. And yeah, the team is completely bit destitute, really. But the only good thing what I have on this save, like on this season compared to the last, is I actually have a half decent transfer budget. Last year with Wolves I had something like £5 million. This year with Sunderland I've got £25 million. And alongside actually selling a few of the players off, I reckon I could bring in a few players that can actually help the team out a bit, you know. Yeah, I'll be playing Rotherham in the FA Cup. Nastastic has gone out with an injury instantly. I'm going to bring on former Wolves captain Danny Watt to replace him. It's only the cup against Rotherham away, but yeah, gone with the really bog standard 4-4-2. Kind of really want to know what they're up to, what they can do. Put it on a bit positive, I guess. And encourage the team. I just kind of want to get good performance to show what they can do. I want to see who's actually a good player and stuff like that. We have the ball down the right hand side into Ba. Long ball up to Boye. Controls it. Hits the post and goes into the back of the net. Lucas Boye, never heard of him in my life, but he scored anyway. I did notice as well that they have João Teixeira, former Wolves loanee. It was at the start of the Fosun era that we had him. But yeah, I think he probably played with Danny back in the day before we sold him. As Rotherham are through, and Danny Bat looks like he just chipped the keeper. Oh no, it was Adam Smith. Rotherham get the free kick on the halfway line. Bangs it up front to Ba. Adam Smith loses the ball, enters the box. Patterson with a good tip over. Adam Smith once again letting the team down a bit. Rotherham get the resulting corner. Cohen Bramall. Pass the ball. Be clear anyway. And it looks like Rotherham are gonna draw against us. Once again we failed to beat a championship side in the first FA Cup match of the season for us. But not to worry, I did see quite a few good things with the team. We had a tiny bit of the possession, but it is concerning that that's one of the lower teams in the championship. And we failed to beat them. This is the first Premier League match of my Sunderland career, and I simply am not expecting to win this at all. as Brentford seemingly get their first highlight of the match instantly. Nico Lopez crosses into De Silva, into Damsgaard, heads into keeper. Only the one shot at goal. As Brentford get a corner. We know how deadly they can be from corners, as seen last season. Brentford continue the attack. They get out wide, shoots. Can we clear? No, we can't. It gets to the edge of the box. They shoot and it goes over the bar. Brentford with another corner. Ajo. Ooh, we're clear. Damsgaard to the edge of the box. Biza shoots. Patterson with another save. Looking quite desperate at the moment for our Sunderland team here. Patterson with another claim. Keeping the ball well. And we just lamp it up front to Stewart. Who latches onto it. He's through. Shoots! Near post! Ross Stewart! Makes it 1-0 Sunderland. Out of the blue, we've got a goal. Ross Stewart has been on the pitch for all of about 5 minutes and he's instantly scored for us. But since that little tweak in the 60th minute, we looks to have worked a trait. We've nicked a 1-0 at home at Brentford. We've completely don't deserve the victory. But who cares? It's a good 3 points, our 4th win of the season. Well done, Ross Stewart, and he probably cements his place for the next match. It's a quick turnaround as we play Rotherham once again in the FA Cup. I went for a rotated side. And hopefully we can get out of this competition quicker than we did last year with Wolves. I don't want any distractions from the league with this season, as we lose the ball really high. Hugo shoots from a weird angle, harmless effort that is. Teixeira with the over the top ball to Neil, shoots right at the keeper. Throw in Elise to Clark. Back to Elise. Lingers on the ball. Back to Dadkovic. Back to Dawson. Lung to Smith. Crosses first time. Neil shoots once again right at the keeper. What a waste of an opportunity that is. But at least we're getting decent chances now. Teixeira. Over the top to Clark. Shoots. Off the bar, 1-0 Sunderland against Rotherham. We started turning the screw, and we finally get what we deserve, 1-0. Dadfritz absolutely turns off there. Washington into Willis, into Lindsay, and he's fired wide from 8 yards. Over corner. Gets to the edge of the box with Barr. Into Sherkin, into Nastastic, what can he do? Back to Adam Smith, spreads it out to Stuart Armstrong, into Roberts, heads it over the bar. Didn't really look convincing, that attack at all, but as long as we can stop them from having chances, we'll be alright. Goes into the 90th minute, and we've won the match, 1-0 Sunderland. With a decent finish from Clark in like the first half. Pretty well done. Didn't really want to win the match, but I'll take those every day of the week. Alright then, so in our second match we're playing against Everton away. We've actually got better form in the last couple of matches than Everton. But they immediately get a corner. Dawson with the clearance. McNeil crosses. Zakiri. Looks like it was... yeah, it was in. Andy Zakiri with a free header and the free tap in at the near post. Absolutely awful start for Sunderland here right now. Teixeira Gets out to Stewart. Back to Elise. Couldn't pick up a player on the cross. Calvert-Lewin dominating in the air once again. Ballard cuts out though. Teixeira with a poor pass. Everton, we know what Calvert-Lewin can do up front because it's a Zakiri, and it looks like he's scored another goal. Or does it? They've brought it back to VAR. I don't think this is going to be allowed. Disallowed. Pickford lambs it upfield. Shockingly, Calvert-Lewin doesn't win the header. But Everton win the second ball. And lamp it up to my goalkeeper. It's just a game of oofball football at the moment. And Stewart can't control the football. Calvert-Lewin edge of the box, shoots, rifles it bottom right corner. Makes up for that disallowed goal earlier in the half. Alan Campbell, out to Jose Perez, loses the ball. Absolutely passive football from Jose Perez then. McNeil into Zakiri, lobs the keeper, and he gets into the top right hand corner of the net. And it looks like it's been wrapped up by Everton here early in the second half. We have a throw-in very deep in our half. Jose Perez once again losing the ball. Once again loses the ball. Absolute shocking match from Jose Perez there. That much so that I'm going to have to sub him off because he's literally just giving away the ball time after time. And with absolutely no more highlights for the rest of the half, we fought up a 3-0 defeat to Everton at Goodison. Kind of knew that was going to happen, kind of know that that is going to happen for the rest of the season, but we've got to cut out some of the goals that we conceded there. We can't go around conceding goals like we did in that match. So yeah, at Old Trafford, they've gone with a kind of rotated side. I have noticed that they got rid of De Gea. But they're gone for Livakovic, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Torre, Malacia, Casemiro, Thuram, Matt O'Reilly, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford and Vlasic. Man United get a corner. We hate clear, but O'Reilly keeps the ball. Sancho gets it into the box. O'Reilly gets to the byline. Joe Gomez wins the ball back to Denier, and he clears. Jose Perez tries to let go Boye, but it doesn't come to nothing. Man United hit the ball long, tried to reach Rashford, but Alan Smith cuts it out. Jose Perez letting us down on that right hand side once again. Man United have the ball in our box. Rashford shoots. It looks like it's took a deflection or the goalkeeper's put a hand on it or something. But it's 1-0 Man United in a match that you can't expect us to win at Old Trafford here. Denier, into Campbell. Back to Adam Smith, into Jose Perez. Loses the ball once again. Turns out Jose Perez's footballing ability is awful. I might want to just put him up front as a poacher and just hope that he doesn't pass a football. Once again, he's lost the ball and we've conceded. Jose Perez down this right hand side is absolutely unacceptably shit at football. I've got to get a formation where Jose Perez isn't actually like trying to build up because it's a joke. And United knocking the ball out around really easily. Nobody really pressuring them. The sign Gavin Birch, didn't even notice that. Martinez into Riley, into Garnacho, pass it to Marshall, back to Riley, plays to Thuram, shoots and Patterson gets a really good save on it. Patterson isn't that bad of a goalkeeper. It's a shame that we're just leaking shot after shot after shot. He actually is quite capable in goal, you know, that Patterson. Man United out wide into O'Reilly. To Gravenberch. That's Martinez. Plays it through Fernandez. Keeps on going to the byline. Garnacho shoots. Over the bar. Man United squandered a corner, but Vlasic has the ball out wide. Dawson tackles him. Joe Gomez wastes the possession once again. Wan-Bissaka into Vlasic, into Garnacho, shoots right to the keeper. But yeah, Patterson's pretty good actually. Like, I know we've conceded quite a few goals under him, but he's just getting loads of match ratings out of me. Despite your performance, it wasn't that bad. I know it's Man United, but I'll accept that we didn't get battered like we did against Everton. But we have only got 13 games left at the season, and we need about 23 points maybe. With 13 games left. Is that going to happen? I don't know. And with that, the transfer window is shut. Really couldn't get anybody in, really. Hampered by wage structures within the side. Could only have $1 million a week. That's easily the worst in the league. My signings were Craig Dawson from Wolves for 44 grand. Alan Campbell from Luton for £6.75 million. Ethan Laird from Man United for free on loan. Joe Gomez from Wolves on loan. Jason Denny was my marquee signing that I had to give a shed load of money in to bring him in. He's basically my best player in the entire side. Genuinely a good Premier League player. And the squad in general, if you go back down to like 3.5 star here, and look at his report, he's a leading championship player. That's supposed to be my striker, by the way. The guy has done basically nothing up front for Sunderland this season, and they spent quite a bit of change on him as well. But yeah, this is my team that I've got to try to keep me up, and with us being 20th still, having only picked up 3 points and being 8 points adrift already, it kind of looks like we're already down. But you know me, I'll try my hardest. Probably won't go well, but I really think that I've got a chance here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I know it's been a interesting first episode as Sunderland manager. Please like, please subscribe, and goodbye.